Hello everybody and welcome to an English lesson for the first grade high school students. My name is Ankica Šarić and I'm going to be your English teacher today. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about kindness and volunteering. You're going to read and listen about random acts of kindness and about volunteering. You're also going to do some writing. You're going to write a short text about a random act of kindness you yourself did or witnessed, and last but not least, you're going to give a short talk about volunteering. For this lesson, you will need your notebook, something to write with, and a smartphone or a laptop with internet connection. In order to do some exercises, you will have to pause the video. When you see the pause button in the bottom right corner of the screen, it will be your signal to pause the recording in order to do some exercises. Have you ever heard of the proverb, "Do good and good will come to you"? What do you think it means? Does it mean that we should do good because we might get a reward, or is there a bit deeper message? Why should we do good? Maybe if we do good for others now, we will receive good from others. Maybe not immediately, but we will be rewarded for our good deeds someday. How many times have you heard these words from your parents? Be kind to others. Do to others only what you want them do to you. Meaning, be kind, be good because a good deed comes around. Why do we sometimes forget about things we have been taught by our parents and grandparents? What is the reason why we forget to be kind to others? Think about it a little bit and make notes into your notebook. Let's compare our lists. We often complain that we don't have time. We are too busy to waste our time on doing things for others. Another excuse is that we live in a cutthroat society. It's eat or be eaten, and the only thing that matters is our success. Also, with our busy schedule and demanding jobs, we are too tired to pay attention to others and do good and kind things for them. Sometimes we are afraid of making contact with others. We are afraid of being rejected. So, instead of doing something for other people, we choose to turn our head the other way and not to do anything. Doing good might make us look weak or soft, and that is not cool, so we avoid it. We are also concerned with what our peers think. We want to belong to a group, and if our group considers kindness as a weakness, we will avoid showing any kindness to anyone in front of them. I'm sure you recognize this woman here. It's, of course, Mother Teresa. She is well known for being kind and doing good all her life without expecting anything in return. All the people around the world respect her and don't think she's weak. Maybe we can be inspired by her words. She said that not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Another famous person said something similar. It was Aesop, an ancient Greek fable writer. Can you make it what he said? Write his saying into your notebook. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. So, what do you say? Let's do small things, let's be kind to each other. We could do random acts of kindness. We could do little things for others. How would you describe random acts of kindness? Which words would you use? Brainstorm some ideas into your notebook. Since it is random, I would say it is something unplanned. You don't premeditate kindness, you just perform a simple act of kindness. Also, it doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It can be something small, like opening a door or complimenting someone. Remember what Mother Teresa said, small things done with love. It is important that we don't do it because we want to gain something. It is a selfless act. We are thinking only of others. Random acts of kindness spread positive energy. They make people happier. If you are still indecisive about random acts of kindness and wondering what's in it for me, here is a video about the benefits of doing random acts of kindness. This video will talk about health benefits as well as inform us about the changes it brings to the society. You just need to copy the link or scan the code and you will find the answers to our two questions. What are the health benefits and how does it change the society? So, what's in it for me? How is doing a random act of kindness beneficial to our health? According to the research done, it reduces anxiety, depression, it lowers our blood pressure, and our level of energy is higher. We are more positive when it comes to believing into our future, we believe in ourselves, and we feel more connected to the others. These are some great things, wouldn't you say? As for how it changes the society, well, a simple act of kindness will not affect only the person performing it and the person it is aimed at, it will also influence people around. They will feel more likely to do something similar themselves. It is contagious, it spreads easily. You will find an inspiring story about a random act of kindness in this exercise. The story is called 7 Miles from Me. And in order to get the whole story, you will have to put the verbs into the correct past form. I hope you will enjoy the story. So, did you like it? Did it make you feel positive? Let's quickly go through the story. I will ask you some questions. You just follow the text and you will have no problems answering the questions. First question. What did Mr. Stevens realize when he was coming out of the store? You're right. He realized that he had locked the keys in his car before going to the store. Why wouldn't it matter even if he could call his wife? You are correct again. They lived far away and she couldn't come because they owned only one car. What was Mr. Stevens doing when a teenager stopped by? Out of despair, he was kicking a tire and trying to find a solution. What did the young man do after Mr. Stevens had explained his situation to him? He gave him his mobile phone to call his wife, cycled 7 miles for Mr. Stevens, and brought him the second car key. It is your turn now. Think about a random act of kindness you performed, received, or witnessed. It can be a small gesture like engaging in a conversation with someone who had a bad day or buying someone a cup of coffee. Something that made everybody involved feel better. The text doesn't have to be long. 50 to 70 words is enough. Don't forget to set the scene first. Say where everything is happening. And since you're retelling an act of kindness that happened in the past, use different past forms to describe it. You may pause the recording now and write your story. And now the last activity connected with random acts of kindness. Using this Wheel of Fortune, choose a random act of kindness that you are going to perform in the following week. Just spin the wheel and do it. Although random acts of kindness are great and bring a lot of positive energy, for many people this is not enough. They want to do more. The logical step forward is volunteering. Okay, we want to do more, but why volunteer? Can you name a few reasons why people do it? Make notes into your notebook. Let's compare our ideas. People are often very eager to make a difference. They want to make things they do count. They want to change the world for the better. In addition, they feel the need to give back to the community after succeeding in life. They want to help the less fortunate ones. They want to help people in need. And sometimes they just want to support a cause they feel strongly about. Of course, there are also personal benefits. Volunteering makes them feel good. And how good you will find in a text you're going to read. Copy this table into your notebook, then copy the link or scan the code, and note down personal benefits of volunteering mentioned in the text and give more precise examples. You must have noticed that some benefits overlap with benefits we get when doing random acts of kindness. Volunteering is good for our health. It decreases stress, anxiety, depression, blood pressure, and we feel better about ourselves. While volunteering, we socialize with people. We make new friends and learn how to communicate with people. Also, since we have probably chosen something we are interested in, we are enjoying ourselves while doing it, and it is a nice escape from everyday routines. Not to mention that volunteering can be beneficial for your career because you get work experience and you learn new skills. In some countries like the UK, after finishing secondary school and before enrolling at college, students take a gap year and during this year they travel, work, or volunteer. Volunteering is very popular, especially abroad, because it combines traveling and gaining new skills that can come in handy when enrolling at college or applying for a new job. You're going to watch a video now where a young woman, Teresa, shares her experience about volunteering during a gap year. While watching, you will have to answer some comprehension questions. You may pause the video now. Do you think you could do something like Teresa? Help the homeless, and while doing it, learn new skills like how to lead a group or how to organize something. Before deciding whether to volunteer or not, these are the questions you should ask yourself before choosing where you want to volunteer. Think of the reason why you want to volunteer. What do you feel strongly about? Is it the people, animals, or the environment? What are you good at? What are your skills? Also, how much time can you invest in volunteering? Will it be too much for you? After answering the first three questions, investigate, talk to people. Don't jump into volunteering unprepared. If you're satisfied with what you have learned, start volunteering. Of course, as a teenager, your options are more limited. Think about volunteering options teenagers have in your country and make a list. Let's compare our lists. If you like animals, you could volunteer in an animal shelter. You could feed the animals, clean their shelters, play with them, or take them for walks. Furthermore, you could tutor young students, help them learn different subjects. You can also work with the elderly, help them with the shopping, visit them, or just keep them company. Another thing you could do is volunteer in hospitals for children with special needs. You could keep them company, take them for walks, or even give them a haircut if you're studying to become a hairdresser. Maybe you have some skills that can be used there. Saving the environment is always popular and worthwhile. And last but not least, you can take part in raising money for any cause you feel strongly about. I'm sure you have thought of a couple of more options. And again, it is your turn. You're going to prepare a short talk about volunteering. It doesn't have to be longer than 2 to 3 minutes. Don't forget to introduce the topic. In the main part, talk about benefits of volunteering and describe where you would like to volunteer and why. Finish your talk by giving your opinion on volunteering. You can record your talk using Vocaroo and then send it to your teacher. This signpost language can help you organize your ideas. I'm sure this won't be a problem for you. You may pause the recording while you're preparing your talk now. We have come to the end of the lesson, and the only thing left for us to do is to assess our work. So, what do you think? Which two things were you good at? What can you improve? I hope you had fun today. Till next time, goodbye.